going to do part one here for the monitoring spirits here. I did part two on yesterday. So if you want to get caught up, okay, you can definitely go check out that reading we did on yesterday. We were talking about malevolent spirits, okay? Have it or showing a wish to do evil to others, aka malice, spiteful, finding satisfaction in others' misfortune, opposite of benevolence and moving, okay, meaning wishing good. So you could be the opposite of this malevolent spirit here. You could be this benevolent spirit and you got a bunch of malevolent spirits, okay, that's around you at this time here. So we're going to get part one here about monitoring spirits, which talks about an evil spirit or demon that essentially monitors someone's behavior for the purpose of inflicting hurt or pain into that person's life here. This is a masquerading spirit or a watcher here. So you may have a lot of masquerading spirits around you or watchers that's around you here. All right. So they had everyone thinking that they were the victim here. So you had some type of monitoring spirit around you or malevolent spirit that was watching you, trying to keep up with you, trying to figure out, how they can pin something on you or how they can set you up in some way, shape, form, or fashion. We're going to get our angel number in our devotion, but give me a second here. All right. Thank you, Spirit. So happy hump day to everybody. I hope you guys had a good night rest. I hope you woke up giving gratitude here. Stay prayed up here, collective. All right. Make sure you staying prayed up here. All right. Protecting your energy at all costs. Staying awake. Okay. Soberly awakened here. Because a lot of people are trying to set you guys up because things are going left in their life and things are going right in your life here. All right. So let's see here. All right, Divine Spirit. What is our angel number this morning? All right, so our angel number is 513. Your efforts to expand and to experience a life of abundance are preparing the roads ahead. Stay focused on how you can grow and let the light lead here. So you're truly being guided by the light here, okay? Wow, we're almost done with October here. This month went by fast. All right, so today's the 29th. It says, Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Our faith step, it says, brainstorm 3 creative ways you can show someone you love them this week. Okay? Wow. All right, moving on here. So with this monitoring spirit here, I am going to go to my sword this morning here. All right, so monitoring spirits are not described as monitoring spirits in the blueprint here, but it does describe evil spirit forces that observe and oppose people here, okay? So I do have some passages that I am going to read here to let you guys know that there's nothing new under the sun. Whatever's happening on today, it has already transpired. It's just, I don't know, coming back around here, okay, is what I'm getting, because maybe some of these energies have not been defeated. And by you being chosen, by you being a curse breaker, you're here to break the curse here, all right? So our general spiritual warfare, all right, spiritual battles against evil with forces that seek to oppose God's people, confirmation here, all right? So our first one we're going to go to is Ephesians 6 and 12 here. Wow.
And it talks about, for our struggles is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, okay? Against the powers of this dark world and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms here, all right? So let's see here. Let me get over here to Ephesians here. All right, so Ephesians 6 and 12, all right? 6 and 12, yeah, it talks about the armor of God. It says, finally be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes here. I don't know if you have noticed that the devil is doing a lot of scheming out here, okay, to get us caught up. For our struggles are not against flesh and blood. So it's not the actual person, it's the spirit behind it. But against the rulers, against the authorities, okay? Against the powers of this dark world that we live in, okay? When the enemy got casted out of the heavenly realms here, he was casted down to the earth. So this is truly his territory. That's why we talk about that we're in this world, but we're not of this world here, collective, okay? So therefore, put on the full armor of God so that when the devil of evil comes, you may be able to stand against, okay, stand your ground. And after you have done everything to stand, stand firm, then with a belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gossip of peace. Okay, the gospel of peace. Wow, the good news. Okay, so make sure you got the full armor on here, the armor of God here, beloved. All right, understanding that you're not warring with the person, it's the spirit behind it. Okay, wow. The next one I have on my list here, okay, we have 1 Peter 5 and 8. Okay, we're talking about vigilance and opposition. All right, you're being guided to be watchful and resist the devil here. It says, be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour here, okay? So the enemy is always trying to seek out some type of energy here that he can truly devour, is what I'm getting here, okay? That he can set up in some type of way. But if you don't know this stuff here, you don't know how to protect yourself, if that makes any sense here. Somebody here thought everyone, okay, had everyone all in their head thinking that they were the victim. They had everyone thinking that they were the victim, but the whole time they were trying to victimize you. You understand? So 1 Peter 5 and 8, okay, it talks about, wow, to the elders and the flocks here. I'm going to start at 5 and just read it down. It says, to the elders among you, so those that are mature within your spiritual journey here, I appeal as a fellow elder and a witness of Christ's suffering, who also will share in the glory to be revealed. So whoever you are, you could be someone that have already experienced the divine. You know God is real. You know that people are, trying to set you up, or they always trying to make it seem like you're the villain in their story. It's like you already have the awareness of that here, okay? To be shepherds of God's flock that is under your care, watching over them, not because you must, but because you are willing as God wants you to be. Not pursuing dishonest gain. So whoever you are, the way you obtain your finances, you do not steal, kill, or destroy. You definitely obtain whatever your gain is honestly here, okay? But eager to serve. So you could be happy about spreading the word, or I don't know, telling people about your testimony, however this is resonating for you. Not lording it over those entrusted to you. So maybe you had to learn the lesson that you just really can't share everything with everybody. You got to be guided on what you share, because people would definitely try to make it seem like they're the victim in your story or something like that here. But lording it over those entrusted to you, but being examples to the flock. So whoever you are, if you're here this morning, you are truly an example. excuse me, it's like the divine is using you as an example, and the people that you are truly connecting with, these are people that have a victim mindset, or they do a lot of wicked stuff, and they see that you're of the light, and they feel like they can change your fate, or they can sabotage something for you, or get you to sabotage something. Remember, we're talking about monitoring spirits. An evil spirit or a demon that essentially monitors someone's behavior for the purpose of inflicting hurt or pain into that person's life here, okay? You're dealing with a masquerading spirit here, somebody that wears a facade here, okay? Somebody that's a watcher, that want to see what you got going on so they can figure out how they can come in and kill, steal, and destroy, okay? So moving forward here, it says, okay, and when the shepherd appears, you will receive the crown of glory that will never fade away. So whoever you are, you're operating out of your victories. You're no longer striving to get victory out here in this world here. You already have the victory, and you're already operating out of the victory here. It's like when the divine shows up for his next return here, take the energy, how it resonates, you will receive the crown of glory that will never fade away. So you may have people that's trying to take your crown, or they want to knock you off your pedestal here. It's like they want you to be all in your head, or whatever the case may be here. It's not working. Just know that whatever's going on is just temporary, and it's not compared to the glory that you're going to experience with the divine here. Wow. In the same way, you who are younger, submit yourself to the elders. All of you clothe yourself with humility towards one another, because God opposes the proud. So understand that those that are in their ego, that's being proudful out here, that's acting like they're the victim or whatever the case may be, just know that the divine is going to take care of them, collective. It may not happen when you feel like it should happen. They need to get their karma ASAP, or they need to be taken care of now, or something like that. Just be mindful. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. One day is 1,000 years to the divine. So you got to understand that our timing and his timing is not the same. You understand? A lot of times the divine allow things to transpire so that, you know, at the end of the day, he gonna get the glory anyway. You understand? When people least expect it, or when they think they're getting over, or they're trying to tear down the chosen ones, or the God lovers, or the God chasers, or the original copies here, they feel like they can do the most to us. That's when the divine come in, when they least expect it. It's like they get a sneak attack from the divine. It's something like that going on. God opposes the proud but shows favor to the humble. So at the end of the day, the reason why you got so much favor on your life, wow, we got 144 watching, come through, spirit. The reason why you are having this favor over your life here, collective, is because you're humble. We're not saying you're humble to a fault here, where you're going to allow people to walk all over you and dismiss you or treat you some type of way. No, you just know that vengeance is mine, says the Lord here. We got humble yourself, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. You know that if you humble yourself, okay, up under the divine's mighty hand, okay, he holds the world in the palm of his hand at the end of the day. You understand, okay, that things are going to work out in your favor, that the divine is going to lift you up in due time. When your enemies feel like, oh, they got you where they want you, oh, they got their foot on your neck, that's when the divine steps in and raise you up, collective. All right, we got be alert. Hold on, let me go back. It says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Whatever anxiety you are dealing with here, collective, the divine is asking you to cast all your cares on him, because guess what? He truly cares for you. He's the creator of the creation. He's the one that created you at the end of the day. So he knows what's going on. His eye is on the sparrow at the end of the day here. Man, watch out. We got be alert and of sober mind here. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to tear down. You understand? Looking for someone to devour. Okay? They had everyone thinking that they were the victim the whole time they were trying to victimize you. This is a monitoring spirit. An evil spirit or demon that essentially monitors someone's behavior for the purpose of inflicting hurt or pain into that person's life here. I'm sure a lot of you guys are noticing these monitoring spirits here. Okay? Moving forward here. Resist him, stand firm in the faith, because you know that the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of suffering. So you're understanding that you're not alone while you're going through whatever you're going through. You're now understanding that it's many people over this world, around the world. I was looking at some type of statistics last night with the government shutdown. They don't know when it's going to be over, okay? But I was looking and it was showing 2 million people in the world don't have a job right now, collective. 2 million people, okay? That's a lot of people, bruh. That is a lot of people that don't have a job, or they're being forced to go to work and they're not getting paid. Do you see where we're going, okay, with this world here? Do you see how people are trying to play the victim when they know they're wrong here? Do you see how the enemy is trying to get his agenda across? Okay? I hope you follow me here. Wow. Resist the devil. Stand firm in your faith here. 10 toes down. We're too close here. Now is not the time for you to be buckling here. Now is not the time for you to be turning your back on God. He didn't bring you this far here, collective, to leave you now. And one complaint, okay, whatever these people are doing in the background to play the victim, whatever report they're doing, whatever they're trying to do to throw you under the bus here, that's not going to change your fate here, because the enemy knows that he has a short amount of time and he's trying to take everybody that he can to bust hell wide open with him. You understand? Moving forward here, we're talking about monitoring spirits here. If this is resonating with you, can I get some green hearts in my chat here? Because I know it ain't going to resonate with everybody at the end of the day here, okay? It's a different collective when I pull my sword out at the end of the day. Those that are in, low vibrational or got bad intentions or hidden intentions, they always leave the chat here, okay? So at the end of the day, if this is resonating with you, can I get some green hearts here? We're trying to clear out this negative energy here. We're trying to clear out the fake people at the end of the day here. All right? The people that like to play the victims here, they gotta go. If you ain't standing 10 toes down within your faith, you're not gonna make it in this world here. You got to be able to tap into a higher power in order to get through the day, because the enemy is always walking around, prowling around, trying to figure out who he can devour. All right? Monitoring spirits. Moving forward here. The next one is James 4:7. Submit yourself then to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Okay? What does that truly mean when you don't submit to the devil? Whatever thoughts he's put in your head, whatever he's trying to do in the background, if you're not out here trying to get any type of revenge and you're like, oh, okay, I'm just glad I'm aware, or I'm glad they let me know what the enemy was doing behind my back so I can know what truly to pray for, or something like that here. I feel like your angels are already on deck at the end of the day here. I feel like your angels are in your blind spot. They already know what the enemy is trying to do to you, is what I'm getting here. Wow. I appreciate the green hearts here. We got 150 people in the chat here. If you have not hit my like button, can you hit my like button here, okay? We got James that we're looking for here. What is this? Yeah, 11:05. Okay. Let's see what it's talking about here. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So we got James 4:7 here, collective. Submitting yourself to God here, okay? Submitting yourself to the divine here, to source here, the creator of the creation here. It says, what causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? You desire but do not have, so you kill. You covet but you cannot get what you want, so you quarrel and fight and lie, okay? You do not have because you do not ask God. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures here, okay? You're adulterous people. Don't you know that friendships with the world means enmity against God? You're God's enemy here. Therefore, anyone who chooses to be a friend of the world becomes an enemy of God here. Or do you think scripture says without reason that he jealously longs for the Spirit? He has cause to dwell in us, but he has given us more grace. That is why scripture says God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble here. Wow. Submit yourself then to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Whoever you are here, collective, you're dealing with a lot of people that's very double-minded out here, okay? They don't know if they're coming or going. Whatever tactics that they used to be able to use, okay, to be able to monitor you in some type of way, it's no longer working because the mask is now off, all right? Let's keep going here. Wow. Thank you, Divine Spirit. The next one here, spiritual deception. The blueprint warns of spirit that can lead people astray through deception. Be mindful of people that's trying to lead you into some type of deception here, okay? They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes here. It says the Bible warns of spirits that can lead people astray through deception. We got 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. And no wonder, for even Satan disguised himself as an angel of light. Be mindful of these demons that are trying to, make themselves be like they're of the light here. Love and light energy, okay? These are the type of energies that feel like, oh, I'm love and light. Moving forward here, let me see here. What's going on here, Divine Spirit? We got 2 Corinthians here. We got 11 and 14 here. Let's see, Spirit. Wow. All right, 11 and 14 here. Let's see, what's 14? Okay, I need my glasses. All right, excuse me. 2 Corinthians, yeah, 11 and 14. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're talking about Paul and the false apostles here, all right? It says, I hope you will put up with me in a little foolishness. Yes, people put up with me. I am jealous for you with a godly jealousy. I promise you to one husband, to Christ, so that I might present you as a pure virgin to him. But I am afraid that just as Eve was deceived by the serpent, cunning, your minds may somehow be led astray from your sincere and pure devotion to the Most High here. For if someone comes to you and preaches a Jesus other than this Jesus we preached, or if you received a different spirit from the spirit you received, or a different gospel for the one you accepted, you put up with it easily enough. I do not think I am the least inferior to those super apostles. I may indeed be untrained as a speaker, but I do have knowledge. We have made this perfectly clear to you in every way. This is, I want to say this is Paul here, right into the church of Corinthians here, about the false apostles here, about the false people that's in your life here, collective. Was it a sin for me to lower myself in order to elevate you by preaching the gospel of God to you free of charge here? Okay, so maybe some of you guys do some type of spiritual work, or you do some type of service here. Okay, people may always want to get something free from you or something like that. Just be mindful of those energies here. Or people may try to pay you for your service only to take it back, or try to report you and make it seem like, oh, they didn't get what they wanted or something like that. Just be mindful of those energies here. All right, moving forward here. For such people are false apostles, deceitful workers, okay, masquerading, come on now, as apostles, as prophets, as speakers of the divine, or whatever this is here, of the divine. And no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. We're talking about monitoring spirits. Be mindful of the monitoring spirits here. You're getting the information on what to be watchful for, because we have a lot of imposters that's in the camp here. Or you're the imposter. You got to take what resonate. If you're the imposter here, then we see you, beloved. We see this masquerading spirit that's dwelling within your temple, that's using you to come against the divine spirit here. All right? Wow. Moving forward here. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right. So yeah, the role of familiar spirits here. Some interpret familiar spirits mentioned in the Old Testament, such as Isaiah 8 and 19, as a form of monitoring spirits. Through this is a specific interpretation. All right, so if you ever read the book, okay, they have Isaiah in the Old Testament. So once again, there's nothing new under the sun. You understand? These monitoring spirits have been around for umpteen years. So just because we showing up in 2025, it does not mean that we're new or these energies are new. No, these are old spirits that's been roaming the world, the earth. I'm hearing ancient spirits here, okay? And you're being called to conquer it at the end of the day here. Wow, spirit. So Isaiah, let me talk about it here. Let's get over here to Isaiah here. Isaiah is a really good book. I believe Isaiah was a major prophet, am I not mistaken here? Okay, Isaiah 8 and 19 here. Let's see here. Okay, it's going to be right where I had it. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right. There we go. The darkness turns into light. Hold on, let me just see something here. Yes, he's a major prophet. Thank you, Divine Spirit. Okay, so I was right about that. All right, so the major prophets in the Old Testament are Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentation, Ezekiel, and Daniel here. The term major is used because these books are considerably longer than the 12 books of the minor prophets here. It kind of reminds you of the tarot. You got your major arcanas and you got your minor arcanas, okay? All right, so what we say here, Isaiah 8 and 19. Let me just go back here. Wow, Spirit. Come on. There we go. Yeah, okay. Let me plug this phone up here. It's going dead. All right, there we go. All right, let's keep going here. Okay, so when someone tells you to consult mediums and spiritualists who whisper and mutter, should not a people inquire of their God? Why consult the dead or behalf of the living here? Okay, wow, let's see what they're talking about here. Isaiah 8 and 19 here. Let's see what they're talking about. Isaiah and his children as signs here. All right, so the darkness turns to light. When someone tells you to consult mediums and spiritualists who whisper and murmur, should not a people inquire of their God? Why consult the dead on behalf of the living? Consult God's instructions and the testimony of warning. If someone does not speak according to this word or his word or this word, they have no light of dawn. Wow, and this is the Old Testament here, okay? Distressed and hungry, they will roam through the land. When they are finished, they will become enraged and looking inward with curse their king and their God here. Then they will look towards the earth and see only distress and darkness and fearful glooms here, and they will be thrust into utter darkness here. So these energies here, wow, Spirit. So they had everyone thinking that they were the victim here, whoever these energies are here. And once again, this is the Old Testament here. Okay, so this has already been prophesied. This has already come to pass here, and it's coming to pass now in our generation here. The darkness turns to light here. So these are the type of people that does the graveyard magic here. They like to summons up dark spirits here. They don't want to hear what the prophets got to say. They don't want to hear what you got to say. They feel like they rather go consult the darkness, or they rather deal with those type of energies, okay? And instead of deal with the type of energy that you guys are operating in, is what I'm getting with that. Wow. That's wild to me, okay? Moving forward here. Monitoring spirits we talking about here, collective. An evil spirit or a demon that essentially monitors someone's behavior for the purpose of inflicting hurt or pain into that person's life. We're talking about a masquerading spirit or a watcher here, all right? Damn, okay. Moving forward here. So this is what Spirit wants you guys to be aware of at this time, these spirits here, so you can stay on your A game. At the end of the day, no weapon formed against you shall prosper anyway, and any tongue that rise up against you is going to be condemned here. So, you know, it's all about awareness here, and ain't nothing to be afraid about, okay? Yeah, all right, yeah, so somebody's feeling very indecisive here. Somebody could be feeling very indecisive because whatever they thought they were going to be able to do to you, it ain't working. Somebody has some type of fear that they're dealing with as well, okay? You fear making the wrong choice, but learning to trust your instincts is bringing clarity. So somebody could have wanted you to be indecisive. Yeah, abilities. Look at this, bro. Are we back on? Is it still freezing? It is raining where I'm at, so I mean, I don't know. I can't do anything about the technology here. Could be monitoring spirits here, okay? It's the monitoring spirits. We talking about them. They don't want y'all to know this information here, collective. So is it working now? Are we back on? Yes, back. Okay, good. Thank you, Angie, okay? Thank you, MVP. All right, so we got adaptability here, okay? Think outside the box and find creative solutions to life challenges here. So somebody doesn't like that you're able to adapt to any type of situation here is what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, this is still doing what it's doing. You might want to go out and come back in, collective. I don't know what's happening, okay? I don't control the technology here, okay? Tell me about what else is going on here. All right, so yeah, I feel like we got overthinking. A lot of people are now overthinking. They don't know how to adapt to this shutdown, or they don't know how to adapt to what's going on in life at this time here. This is why you guys are being guided to stay close to the divine at this time here. Yeah, use your discernment here. Your spiritual gifts that you have enhanced here, or you have obtained, or you know about, you're being guided to use your spiritual gifts in this hour at this time here. Wow. All right, yeah, we got materialism here. So somebody's indecisive about their materialism, or they feel like they're going to lose it, or restlessly pursuing wealth and possessions and putting them above care for others here. So somebody could have been very selfish in your energy here. Very greedy. Yeah, intolerance here. Wow. So somebody was trying to play the victim here, okay? Intolerance energy. Differences are seen as threats. So maybe you didn't agree to what somebody was saying or what they were doing, and they felt some type of way, okay? Wow, they thought that it was a threat, or yeah. Wow, somebody's real petty here. Yeah, you use your discernment here though. What else? Yeah, lack of empathy. You're dealing with people that got a lack of empathy here. Unable to truly understand others, leading to conflict and a lack of compassion here. These are people that's dealing with resentment here. They like to play the victim or something like that. They get more attention that way. Yeah, they're very angry though, because maybe they're not learning how to adapt. Your expectations are not met, creating frustration. Express it in a healthy way. So somebody could have been very frustrated with you because they couldn't adapt to something and they like erupt like a volcano or something like that here. Wow. So somebody's overthinking. Yeah, they're dealing with a lot of self-doubt. It's often just a perception and not a reflection of your true abilities and worth here. Yeah, it's a lot of toxicity here. You may be projecting your unresolved issues onto others. Don't cause harm. So somebody try to project their unresolved issues onto you because they need to do the shadow work here. Wow, I'm so tired of these people, y'all. I'm tired of these people. They don't know how to handle their own bullshit.
And they always want to project or something. It's weird. They had everyone thinking that they were the victim here the whole time. They all in their shadow. Okay. What the hell? Trying to play the victim and trying to project this energy onto you guys. So somebody, I don't know, they sent some magic out to you guys. Tell me about indecisive here. What's going on? All right. So yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, something about an investment or somebody's being haunted. Yeah, there's a tower going on for a Queen of Pentacles energy here. Somebody that was operating in their shadow or only focusing on materialistic stuff here. What's this tower? Yeah, the Ten of Swords, some type of betrayal here. Who is this Queen of Pentacles here? Yeah, this is somebody that likes chaos. They're full of chaos. Yeah, they did something with an Emperor in reverse. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody that was codependent or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't get something here. So say like if you was talking to somebody and they were telling you that they're about to get this, so this is what they do, this is how they make their money. It's like whatever transpired here, it didn't work out. Sun and star in reverse. What is this materialism thing here? Yeah, somebody's in a Nine of Cups, they're by themselves, or somebody didn't get their wish fulfillment here and they wanted to blame you and victimize you. Yeah, with the Four of Wands here. Something about stability or community. Yeah, somebody could have been committed to something here. They thought they were going to get some type of good news, but maybe they didn't. I don't know. What's this Page of Pentacles here? Yeah, no, they didn't get no good news from this King of Wands. They're burdened. So it's something about materialistic stuff here. Somebody's not getting. They're burdened about this here. There's a Queen of Pentacles as well that's going through a tower because of some type of betrayal. This is somebody that likes chaos or something like that here. They were trying to bring this shit to you. Yeah, Five of Swords here. Somebody's being haunted by demons here. Wow. What is this being the victim here? Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse, or this is the Lovers in reverse. So somebody was trying to play the victim in a partnership here. Yeah, but it backfired. Three of Cups in reverse here. Yeah, the Seven of Swords in reverse. Somebody got caught playing a victim, or yeah, somebody tried to do a glamour spell or something about a beauty spell here. Nine of Swords. A lot of people are in the Nine of Swords here because whatever they've been doing to try to glamour people up or get them to see or act sad or whatever this is here, people are now seeing these people for who they are. Yeah, the King of Pentacles here. Yeah, the Two of Wands. Yeah, they're doing black magic with the Justice here. Wow, what in the world? So it's a lot of people playing a victim collective because you guys are walking away with the Eight of Cups here. A lot of people are playing the victim out here, so be mindful. Okay, you could be walking away because you don't want any parts in whatever's going on here, and people are upset. They feel like because you are moving on or you're walking away or you don't have to do black magic or something like that, that they can just play the victim and get you in trouble. Something like that's going on here. Yeah, Two of Pentacles here. It's like they trying to set you up. Yeah, the Seven of Cups with an illusion here. It's like a lot of people is trying to go up against y'all. And it's like a lot of these people, y'all do not even know, bruh. They're just monitoring spirits here. Wow. Yeah, the moon. Yeah, Four of Swords in reverse. They're trying to lay something to rest for you, but it's not going to be laid to rest because you didn't do anything wrong here. Yeah, the Judgment is in reverse. You're not being judged. Like somebody wants you to be judged for something here that you didn't even do or something like that. Somebody is just a monitoring spirit and you were able to recognize that. Kudos to you. Somebody wanted to play the victim, but you didn't want to deal with it, so you walked away. So they try to report you or do something weird here to throw you under the bus so they can feel good about themselves, and it's not working. They still feel like shit or something like that. Yeah. Tell me about this resentment here. Yeah, what is this here? The Temperance in reverse. These are fallen angels, collective. These are fallen angels that want people to give to them here. Six of Pentacles here. Because these people are stuck in the underworld here. You got to understand that it's a privilege. You understand? To be able to walk with the divine, to have a relationship with him, to have a connection with him. Even though we're living in this dark world, we're still able to maneuver, adapt, get things taken care of here. A lot of people resent your spiritual walk with the divine here. A lot of people are jealous and upset because you chose the better part, is what I just heard here. Wow. Yeah. The Magician to this Queen of Wands. So there was some raggedy ass chick here that tried to do magic on you because they was in this resentment energy here. They resented that shit was working out for you and not for them. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse, that they ain't got no love, ain't shit moving for them. Yeah, the Three of Wands, they can't move forward here. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles, the people that they're collaborating with, they keep getting a heartbroken, maybe because they're on the wrong path, okay? But whoever this is, once again, this is somebody that loves chaos. They need to be in a fucking straitjacket here, okay? They are a dark high priestess here, or high priest energy. The fuck? This is a whole coven cult here. These are groups of people, y'all. You got to understand that demons, they like to roll with groups, okay? If you ever read Demonology, okay, it's a book called Demonology or something like that. It's like a dictionary. Okay, I don't know how far you trying to go with your spirituality to know what's going on, but there is a lot of information out here to like put you on game on what's going on within your energy if you want to know. You got a lot of people that want to steal your star energy here. They want to be seen as the star. They want to be seen as changed or whatever this is here. What the hell? Lack of empathy here. Yeah, look at this. Strength in reverse. Because these people are weak. They can't dim your light. Yeah. Four of Cups in reverse. They want you to be in regret, but you're not. Yeah, it's the path that they chose. Yeah, they're stuck. The Wheel of Fortune is here. With the Ten of Pentacles, a lot of people are losing out with finances here. And these are a lot of institutions. It's like, with this government shutdown, collective, it's affecting everybody, even you. Okay? You may feel like it ain't affecting you, but collective, it is affecting you, okay? We are living on this plane here. Wow. Yeah. And there's a Queen of Swords here. What about this Queen of Swords? Yeah, they wanted to stop your forward movement here, collective. Yeah, with this King of Cups. Yeah, they were watching you. Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody tried to set you up here. Look at this. The Devil to this high priest. This is a dark high priestess, a practitioner here that wanted to slow you down here. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, because they told a lie on you. Just be mindful, y'all, because people going to try to tell lies on you and try to get over on you. People are trying to get you to lose your stability here. It's like, it seems like right now, a lot of people are trying to attack other people's stability, okay, which talks about your base chakra, your physical stability, security, self sufficiency, and taking responsibility for yourself. They're attacking that. And how are they attacking it? By telling lies, by playing the victim, by having people think that, they're the victim and you're the abuser here. All right. So just be mindful. Wow. This is crazy. So if you still keeping up with me, can I get some purple hearts in my chat? If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you have not hit my like button, can you hit my like button here, collective? If you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you can go to my website, healingtoexpress.com. You hit the tab at the top right. You go down to book online and you see the services I do offer. If you ever want to purchase any of my soap or my merch here, you can find that on my website. If you have not joined my Patreon, you might want to check it out. I do Virgo reads over there. My morning motivations are on Tuesdays, and we do a collective over there as well. Okay. So if you don't see me over here, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably on my Patreon. Okay. I gotta move around sometimes. Okay. So just check it out. If you want to follow me, you can. If not, this is cool with me too. Okay. Especially if you ain't got good intentions. But anywho, just be mindful. A lot of people are going to try to be lying on you. All right. So addressing people lying on you in 2 main ways: by condemning the liar and by advising the person being lied about how to respond. It states that God hates lying tongues and that a false witness will not go unpunished. You understand? So just understand that the people that are lying on you, that's having everybody think that they're the victim, they will not go unpunished. Okay. God is going to deal with these people. It is also advised against retaliation, encouraging forgiveness, trusting the divine to reveal the truth, and remembering that being persuaded for righteousness brings a blessing. Just know that you guys are getting closer to a blessing. If you were not at your breakthrough or close to your breakthrough, none of this warfare will be going on, collective. I'm trying to explain this thing to you, big baby. None of this stuff will be going on if you wasn't close to a breakthrough, having a new beginning here. Okay. Understanding that the divine hates lying. God sees lying lips as an abomination, and he hates a false witness and those who sow discord. You got a lot of people in your energy, or this is you, that want to sow discord. Okay. Liars will be punished. False witnesses will not go unpunished, and that those who breathe out lies will perish. Okay. Judgment on liars. Ultimately, there will be a day of judgment when people will be held accountable for every careless word that they speak. Remind you, life and death is in the power of your tongue. So be mindful of what you're speaking. Wow. When you're being lied about, don't retaliate. At the end of the day, forgive, pray, move on. Bless their heart, okay? Blessing for persecutions here. Trust God for justice, seek understanding. And once you get that understanding, you surrender it. You say, okay, divine, I know I didn't do anything wrong here. I'm not about to let this stress me out, because people don't want to take accountability for their goddamn behavior out here. Wow. What else here? Yeah, the sun. It's being exposed that these people are not happy. Yeah. And they're trying to do some type of investigation on how you're happy, because they want to be on the pedestal with you. But with the 4 of Pentacles here, these people here, it's ending for them. Okay. They're very selfish and greedy. Whatever you're receiving, these people are not going to be receiving. Yeah, 5 of Wands here. Wow, they're angry. Yeah, because they're in the 5 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, a lot of people are in the 5 of Pentacles at this time, collective. Yep. There's a Queen of Cups out here. Yep, there's an Emperor out here. Yep, 5 of Cups in reverse here. These people can't get out of something. Yeah, they were trying to put you in a jar here, collective. They're in the jar with the 8 of Swords. Somebody wanted you to be all in your head about your new beginning, but you're not. 8 of Wands in reverse. You're not blocked. The warfare is going back. Yep. You standing up for yourself here. Okay. Yeah, the 10 of Cups here. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. People are angry about your 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups here. Yeah, because, yeah, 7 of Wands in reverse. You're not blocked. It's like you were able to manifest yourself out of the darkness with this Empress energy here. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles here. Damn, people are crazy. We got overthinking here. Yeah, the 9 of Wands. A lot of people are overthinking. They're wounded. Yeah, things are changing quickly here. A lot of people are being impulsive, trying to figure out how they can get finances here. Yep, with the 8 of Pentacles here. Yeah, they don't want a cycle to close out with the World in reverse here. Yeah, these people from the past here, okay? The past could be yesterday, okay? The 6 of Wands, you're getting away, collective. 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 666 could be very significant here. Yeah, the 2 of Cups here. This has got something to do with partnerships or relationships here. Wow, what's angel number 666 here? All right, we got angel number 666. It says halt, stop, no, do not make any sudden decisions. Your ego has taken control and is leading the way to heartache and fear. But you can recover your power. Call in the light of God here, okay? So maybe these energies are seeing synchronicities, but they're not paying attention to them. Yeah, they're dealing with self-doubt. Yeah, a lot of these people are hanging themselves here, y'all. Like, this is a very serious time here for these people. Yeah, King of Swords here with the 9 of Wands, off with the King of Swords head or something like that. Somebody's dealing with a lot of self-doubt here because they hung themselves. It's like, yeah, because you're not retaliating, it's like you're giving the rope to these people to hang themselves. Yeah, these monitoring spirits. These motherfuckers is trying to set you up and then trying to play the victim. It's like, what? Yeah, these people ain't moving forward. The Chariot in reverse. Yeah, but the wheel is turning in your favor. Yeah, you're the Empress here. Yeah, you had some type of succubus spirit here that was trying to do something weird. Yeah, to cause an injustice in your life. Yeah, they wanted something to end for you, your forward movement. Yeah, they wanted you to have the Tower with the wheel turning in your favor. Yeah, but you're the Hermit Empress energy here. Yeah, you got the devil, this demon, this monitoring spirit here. Yeah, but the cycle is closing out here, collective. Maybe some of you guys, yeah, the moon here, this werewolf energy. Maybe you guys noticed that you had a lot of gnats, or you're like, where the fuck is these gnats coming from? I ain't got no bananas, or I didn't leave nothing out, or it was these monitoring spirits that somebody was sending towards you. I just find that to be real weird when you got all these gnats and then all of a sudden they're nowhere to be found. It's like, what the fuck? Monitoring spirits. Wow. So if you still with me here, can I get some yellow hearts here, collective? If you still following me, can I get some yellow hearts in my chat here? Yeah, we got the High Priestess energy here. I appreciate it. It's just for you guys to be aware of what's going on here, okay? You got monitoring spirits. They're real heavy. You understand? These masquerading spirits, these watchers here. They're watching the collective very closely here. They're trying to do fertility spells. A lot of these people got voodoo dolls. They're not learning their karmic lessons here. Yeah, they got babaloos out here. Okay. Yeah, something about a court spell is needed for somebody. I feel like people want you guys to be caught up with the justice system here. They're trying to ruin your life here. Okay, because their life is ruined. I appreciate all the yellow hearts. I'm glad it's resonating with you guys here. They had everyone thinking that they were the victim. Yeah, some of you guys work closely with your crystals. Somebody had a voodoo doll of you. Yeah, social media is very significant. It's a lot of warfare going on social media here. Yeah, third party casting spells, going to a babaloo here, doing the most. Yeah, these are witches and warlocks here. Wow. It's like they're trying to do fertility spells on you, but it's backfiring. Shit. Yeah, these people are fraudulent. Okay. They're trying to commit some type of fraud. They're trying to have you miscarry whatever you're creating, whatever you're birthing here. Whatever goals you're trying to reach, somebody wants you to miscarry. So they're doing fertility spells. Whatever you're birthing, if you're not pregnant, okay, with a baby inside of your stomach, you're birthing something here. And you got people that want to commit fraud here. Yeah, they're shocked because it's not working. I'm telling you. Whatever the enemy has got these people doing to y'all, it's not working here, collective. Yeah, appealed. These people with these voodoo dolls against you guys, that's not working. Yeah, they're irritated about this here because they're sticking these needles and these voodoo dolls and you guys are still moving and grooving out here, okay? You guys can use crystals here, okay? I know a lot of people be like, oh, it don't take all that, but you just got to know what works for you. Crystals definitely have a lot of healing properties. Yeah, obscurity here. Somebody could have tried to overlook something here. Yeah, they're confused. I'm telling you, a lot of people are confused because whatever this is that they're doing, it's not working. And I guess they got to try. I don't know. Like, what the hell? Tell me about these karmic lessons here. Yeah, these people are in darkness, or this is you, and they're overwhelmed. Yeah, annoyed. These are people that's on social media. They feel annoyed with you guys, disapproved. Yeah, they feel rejected, or they want you to be rejected. You have a lot of people that want you to be rejected out here because they're rejected. They had everyone thinking that they were the victim. Yeah, deception. Yeah, these people are now speechless here. This third party that was casting spells here, they're frustrated. Yeah, and tormented. Yeah, suffering. Wow. So a lot of people are in this energy of suffering. They need to do this shadow healing, but they may not do it, okay? We can wish them the best and hope that they do it, but, you know, some people just not going to do the work. While you guys get to continue to relax here and work on your self-love and save your coins here. Wow, what else is going on that we need to know here, Divine Spirit? Yeah, I feel like whatever protest somebody tried to do against you backfired. It didn't work. Yeah, I feel like you hopped over some type of hurdle here. Okay. Yeah, you're okay, collective. You're okay. Yeah, somebody tried to set a trap for you. They had everyone thinking that they were the victim. They try to trap you. Yeah, to slow down your blessings. Whatever this trap was that somebody tried to set for you, or whatever this is that transpired, it was scheduled, okay? Wow. Yeah. Yeah, somebody don't even have a car out here. Yeah, I feel like you're very professional here, collective. This is why you got these blessings here. Fulfillment, well-being, and enlightenment here. Somebody wanted to puppet you, dictate your life, or something like that. They wanted you to react. Yeah, because somebody's going through withdrawing about their addictions. There's some type of evidence that somebody could be sick and they're stressed out about it. They're actually angry. Yeah, but you're being liberated, period. Yeah, you're calm. Yeah, you could be able to indulge, and you could be a coach, or you're being coached on something here. It's something about your advice or your knowledge or your obedience here. Yeah, you're not stuck in any type of commitment here. Somebody try to do some type of ritual on you, some type of magic. Yeah, somebody here don't want to hear the truth. Yeah, they're having nightmares here, overloaded. Yeah, because these people are being stopped. You understand? Yeah, third wheel. So just be mindful any external energies that's trying to come towards you or that you're engaging with here. A lot of these people are monitoring spirits here. Wow. Yeah, we got the Page of Grains here. Something about you being a teacher, teaching lessons here. Yeah, something about, yeah, you're the Earth Angel. It's something about you having a better part, or you chose the better part, or something like that here. Yeah, the wheel of, within the wheel, cycles of life. The wheel is turning in your favor. Things are ending, so something new could begin. So for some of y'all, this is like a job here. I do feel like a new door is opening up for you to be leaving this old job. If they were trying to play the victim or lie on you, or it was co-workers that was doing this to you here, all because you were different or you stood out, or people could just even be upset because you guys don't like a lot of drama or a lot of gossip here. Yeah, you're the high priestess. You don't have anything to hide, no skeletons in your closet here. People are jealous of that. Wow. Yeah, judgment. Okay. It's something about the last judgment call. You could be someone that is able to call judgment, divine judgment. You could be a judge. When it comes to the spiritual realm here, it's something about spiritual court. The enemy is always going to the divine and trying to blame you for something or something like that. Like, look at the collective, look what they're doing, or something like that here. Like a tattleteller or something, like somebody try to tattletale on you. You know how kids are when they little? They be like, ooh, I'm telling mama. Ooh, it's like that type of energy. Somebody thought that they were going to get you in trouble or something here. Yeah, the last judgment. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats here. So the divine is the one that's doing the separation here. The last judgment refers to the final and ultimate judgment by God of every individual deeds in life. It is a moment when the faithful are separated from the unfaithful, leading to either external salvation or damnation. This concept emphasizes accountability, the consequences of one's actions, and the possibility of spiritual renewal and redemption. So a lot of you guys are going through rebirths. You're answering the inner call. You're doing self-evaluation and you guys are going through an awakening here. Or it's a time of self-assessment at this time. In awakening to one's true purpose, it represents the call to rise to a higher level of consciousness, acknowledging past actions and moving towards redemption and renewal. Experiencing a profound transformation and a renewal, heeding a powerful call to a higher purpose or existence here, releasing guilt and embracing forgiveness from past actions, and reflecting on past behaviors and their impact on one's path. Awakening, gaining a new understanding of oneself and one place in the universe. Wow. So you guys could be definitely gaining a new understanding of oneself and one's place in the universe here. Okay. They had everyone thinking that they were the victim, but when we look at it closely, it seemed like collective, you were the victim here, and somebody try to switch the narrative or do this protest against you that truly have already backfired. All right. So I hope you guys have an amazing day here. Keep your head up. Pay attention to the monitoring spirits. An evil spirit or demon that essentially monitors someone's behavior for the purpose of inflicting hurt or pain into that person's life here. You got a lot of people that want to inflict pain in your life here. All right. Yeah, that's the truth here. Wow. Final messages here, Divine Spirit, for the collective here. Yeah, stay focused. Okay. Keep your eyes on the prize here. Yep. Continue to celebrate. You got people that want to try to, damper your celebrations here. Yep, because you guys are going through a major transformation with the will within the wheel here. Yeah, face your fears. I feel like you're doing that. You're getting out of your comfort zone. If you know it's time to leave a job, I feel like you're leaving the job. You're looking for another job. Yeah, because changes are here now. Yep, you guys are leaving the past. The past is under judgment here. Yep. Wow. Yeah, you guys are protected. All right. This is what I have for you. Ashe.